So that's how you would look at your competitor's website and then look at your website and make sure you have better content. Your keywords are more relevant. You have better LSA. Hey everybody, this is Nick Ponte, co-founder at Offline Sharks. Got the shirt on, representing, and founder at nickponte.com. So today I am on another island, a different island from where I live, which is Maui. I'm on the Big Island, and I'm staying in Kona right now. And the reason I'm here is because I wanted to feel inspired. I wanted to get a change of scenery so I could create some awesome content for you. Now, one of the most popular topics that I am known for and that people want to know about is SEO. So I'm going to create a series here about on-page SEO, and specifically on-page SEO, because without good on-page, you will never get to the top of Google. It doesn't matter if you have killer backlinks, killer citations, it doesn't matter. All the off-page signals, social signals, all that stuff, if your on-page is not good, then you're not gonna get to the top. Now, there are gonna be a lot of other people out there that have a different strategy than I do, but I would argue that I have a strategy that works, because if you Google Maui SEO or Hawaii SEO or Maui website design or any of those search terms that are in my area and competitive in my area, I am absolutely crushing it. You'll find me in the #1 position for Maui SEO, Hawaii SEO, messenger marketing, Facebook marketing, Maui, Hawaii, all those terms. So go ahead and give me a look if you don't believe me, if you don't believe my credentials. But anyway, I'm going to share you what I know how to do and what is working for me. And I hope that you enjoy it, and it will bring you many first page rankings for your clients, for your business, for a long time. So if you're into that, hit the like and the subscribe button below this video, because I have a ton of content that is going to come out about SEO, making money with SEO, working with local businesses, and building your life and your business in a one and two in the same thing. Your lifestyle around your business lifestyle, so that you can live the life that you want. So with that, let's get right into it. Okay, so to kick things off, the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to doing on-page SEO is keyword relevance. So whatever your website is, it all starts with keyword relevance. When it comes to ranking and getting your website pushed to the top of Google for whatever term you're trying to rank for, you need to have your keyword relevance on point. And what I mean by that is, okay, so this is my website, right? nickponte.com. We're a marketing company. My main service that I try to sell, two services: website design and then SEO. There are a lot of other supplementary services that we offer, but when I got started and I wanted to rank my website, I wanted to rank for these two things. Even more important than web design, I wanted to rank for SEO. So what I did was I kept that in mind when I wanted to set up my site. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to rank for, you need to keep this in mind. So the reason that you need to keep it in mind is because this is where everything starts. This is where you're going to create your headlines, the content on your website, all of the little metadata and tags and backlinks and things that we go over throughout the course of doing SEO. It all kind of comes back to your core seed keywords, and that is the overall starting place. Because if you want to rank for search engine optimization, there are a number of things, a number of terms that Google sees that is relevant to the term search engine optimization. So there's a little thing called latent semantic indexing. So it's LSI for short, and basically what it is the mathematical technique called singular value decomposition to identify patterns in relationships between the terms and concepts contained in an unstructured collection of text. So Google is a robot, right? They scrape your website. The way that they pick up your website whenever you publish content on it is all they see is the text. All they see is the code. And this is important for you to understand when it comes to ranking a website, you need to get into this SEO mindset, because if you're building a website and trying to rank it high in Google based off of how it looks, that's not really going to get you rankings. You need to look at it in the eyes and in terms of what Google is looking for. That's SEO mindset. So latent semantic indexing or analysis, we call it indexing in the SEO world because that's what's indexed, is basically, let's see if there's a, okay, this is all some mathematical crap. I'm gonna put this into SEO dummy terms for you, okay? So if I have a website that's a plumbing website, right? Plumber.com. And in the eyes of Google, if this is to be an authoritative website in the world of plumbing, there are words that are associated with plumbing. So let's just say water leak, wrench, pipes, you know, what else? What other words would it be associated with the word or industry? Plumber, services, emergency, I don't know, water damage, pipe, leaky faucet, things like that, right? These are all terms that are relevant to plumbing. Now, if I had a website that was all about plumbing, the content, the on-page text, and the headlines would most likely all be relevant to stuff like this. And Google knows that, and they have a way to quantify that, and the way that they quantify that is through this latent semantic analysis. Now, when you are creating your content for your website, when you are creating your headlines, when you are creating the alternative text, when you are creating citations, keywords for your blog posts, things like that, and if you don't know what those are, don't worry, we're going to get into that in these later videos. So if you're interested in that type of thing, make sure to like and comment on this video, because if I get enough like and comments, then I'm going to continue to publish this type of content. I'm going to continue to break down this on-page SEO. But if I don't see that anybody's really interested in this, then I probably won't waste my time in it. So if this interests you and you think you're getting good information out of this right now, please like, subscribe, let me know what you're interested in below this video. So let's go back to it. When you are building your content, you are going to look for keywords like this. And I'm going to go over keyword research as well. But you are going to look for terms that are relevant to your industry, and this is how you are going to set up your website to rank high in the terms of Google. Now, if you don't get this right from the beginning, if you don't get this right from the get-go, you'll never get ahead. You'll never get to the top of Google. And this is where a lot of people make the big mistake, is that they have websites, especially business owners, because they have no idea about SEO. And what you have to do, or what I see a lot, is people that are doing, let's just use the same instance, right, with the plumber. They have things that are totally unrelevant to plumbing, at least in the eyes of Google, that helps to, what it does is it dilutes their focus. So if I start talking about horseback riding, and I start talking about hot air balloons, and I have 5 articles on each of those, now when Google scrapes my website, they're going to see that this website is not only about plumbing, but it's about horseback riding and hot air balloons and rodeo clowns. Like, if there is a website out there in your area that is just about plumbing and that's all it is about, they're going to see that that is much more of a better choice, something that they would rank higher if someone were searching for just specifically plumbers in Maui, right? They're not going to put the guy that has horseback riding and hot air balloons and all that stuff in the #1 position. They want a guy that's, if someone's searching for plumbers in Hawaii, they want the guy that is about that specific thing and just crushing it with that specific thing. They don't want the diluted guy that's kind of all over the place, right? So that's the SEO mindset that I want you to get into and get familiar with it, because we're going to be talking about this a lot. And it's one of the most important things that you can wrap your mind around when it comes to doing on-page SEO, content creation, and ranking your website. So if you look at my website, right, we are going for SEO, like I said, Hawaii SEO and Maui SEO. The state I'm in is Hawaii. The county I'm in is Maui. So those are kind of two in the same. You can see that I have the main page here. My main page is kind of ranking for my most competitive umbrella terms, right? So let's go back to this. Hawaii SEO, Maui SEO, Maui website design. These are my 3 most competitive terms. And if you look at this, there's really only 2 terms here, right? You have SEO and we have website design. The other thing you have is you have my location, which is one place, Maui, Hawaii, right? So if I make all the content, headlines, all the other little metadata signals and things to Google that we're going to go over later, if I make all of that relevant to these things and I build around that, that is going to give Google the impression that this is what I'm about. I'm about SEO and website design, and then I'm located in Maui in Hawaii. So I hope you get an idea of how that works, how you get a better sense of why Google is looking for those things and how they look for those things. And then, of course, to go back to the LSA, you know, when it comes to the SEO and the website design, we start to fill in all those supporting keywords about website design, right? When it comes to website design, you have terms that are specific to that topic, to that service, to that industry. You know, you can talk about, you know, logos and page speed and JavaScript and domains and all these other terms that are relevant to website design. And again, with SEO. And so when you're building out your core on-page SEO, you need to figure out what is your main keyword that you are trying to target. So that's the number one thing. You know, what I did, and you don't have to do this, is I worked backwards. I knew that I wanted to start getting SEO clients because they bring in monthly recurring revenue. And when I was first starting, I was building websites, all websites, graphic design, one-off services. But what I really needed was that monthly revenue coming in each month to help pay the bills. So I didn't start at 0 each and every month. So I could quit my job, so I could get financial security to focus on doing this. So that's why I went after SEO. You don't have to. You can do social media marketing. You can do pay-per-click advertising. You can be whatever you want. You can go after being the Google guy in your area, you know? One way that you can do some of that keyword research is, I'm going to make another video on it, but in the meantime, I have a video on my channel that is it's called 100% free keyword research. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. But you can do that, and what you can do is uncover some of the terms that maybe you want to rank for that you don't know you want to rank for. But if you know what you want to rank for, if you know what service you want to sell, then start going after those terms. Start creating your on-page content about those terms. So what I mean by that is, you know, I have my main text, and we're just going to go over text in this video. I talk about SEO, I talk about website design, I talk about marketing. See, marketing is an LSI term, right? LSA term. And you can also see here my subheadline, Nick Ponte Marketing is a Hawaii-based agency specializing in search engine optimization, SEO, marketing, and website design. We've worked with established corporations, new business startups, and everything in between. So you can see that there's a lot of LSA in this. There's a lot of information all relevant to each other in this. In the next headline here, we are proud of our work and invite you to browse through some of our most recent marketing, web design, and SEO projects. So these are all clients of mine. We talk more about our services, stylish websites that grow our business. We drive traffic through search engine optimization. What we're doing here is trying to get people to gain interest in our products and services. But at the same time, we are trying to talk about products. We're trying to make our on-page content about SEO, about website design, so we can rank higher in Google. Because I should have done this in the beginning, but just so you know, if there's any question whether or not that page is ranking for the terms that we're looking for, and this is in Firefox, you can see I have no history here. This isn't like I'm not looking for this term, I'm not familiar with this term, my browser is not familiar with this term. I'm totally dominating the first page of Google. And right now where I'm at physically, I'm not even on Maui. I'm on a different island. So I'm ranking #1 in maps. You can see that. It's not just ranking me at the top because I'm at my office and it sees that is the closest business to my location. I'm not even close to there right now. And then you can see I have the first spot, and then I also have the second spot. So how many people do you know that have the 1, 2, and 3, first top 3 spots? So whatever I'm telling you is obviously working, especially for this page. So, and for the other pages, you can see that this is my home page is ranking #1, and then I have an inner page is ranking for number 2, Maui SEO. So that page is also all about, and I can click on it here, you'll see at the bottom of the page, Maui SEO services. What I've done here is create content all around LSA and terms that are relevant to search engine optimization, marketing, website design, and I have a lot of content here. So what I would recommend is to, let's say you are looking to get into an industry, right? Let's go back to plumbers. Let's go plumber on Maui. So a couple of things that you want to do when you're creating your content. You want to look for the number 1 guy, right? And you want to see what he's doing, and you want to do it better. So that's really important. In order to outrank somebody, especially with on-page SEO, what you want to do is look at your number 1 competitor, see what they are doing, and do it better. So what that means is these first 2 placements are Yelp. We're going to go with Steve's Plumbing to be the only person that has a website. So we want to see what Steve is doing and do it better. Now when it comes to local SEO, all the content on the page is really, really important. If somebody has only 500 words of content on their homepage, a way to get in front of them is to put 1,000 words of content, right? So when you're doing your competitor analysis, which you should do when you're looking to rank your website, you want to see how much content they have on their page that they are ranking for that term, and then you want to put either that same amount or you want to put more content. That's number 1. Number 2 is you want to make sure that your content is good. People will actually read it. It's not spam. You don't want to have crappy content because people will go to your site and then they will leave. You want people to go to your site and stay. So that's a really big ranking factor as well, because Google can tell if somebody is searching for plumber on Maui and then you come up and they click on you, and if they don't stay on the site, if they immediately leave, then that means that your website probably isn't about plumbing on Maui. So that's called a bounce. And what you don't want is a high bounce rate. You definitely don't want a high bounce rate. So you want to make sure people know that you are about what you are advertising and that your content is interesting enough to get them to stay. So that's really important, because if you get them to stay, that is equally an important ranking signal to Google. That's called a click-through. Click-through is extremely important. You want to have a high click-through rate and a low bounce rate for the term that you're trying to rank for. So one good way to make sure that you have a good amount of keyword relevance and how to figure out what these other LSA terms are is by using a service called Untitled. So it's, I don't know if it's free. Maybe it is free. A good portion of it is free. I have a paid account, but I don't think you need to have a paid account. So ntopic.org, and what you can do is you can search for your website or your competitor's website if you're doing competitor analysis, and then you can search for the keyword that you are trying to rank for. And what it will do is it will go out and scrape this website similar to how Google scrapes websites, and it will tell you how relevant your website is for this term. You can see that I have a 99% relevancy. So they've changed that. I guess you need to sign in order to see more information. So you can get a quick score, I guess, right there. But what you'll want to do is sign in, create an account. Like I said, it's free. And what you'll want to do is make sure to do the same thing. You want to test your website. So let's pull my website up again. I lost the page. So let's go to login. Okay, so this is how you test it. You go to the website that you are trying to test the content, right? In this case, let's go to my inner page for Maui SEO. And what you do is you hit select all, edit, select all, copy. You want to copy this to your clipboard, come back to end topic, and paste it. So now you have all the text from your page in the tool, and then you want to hit this update score. So what it's doing right now is it's testing how relevant your content is. So 81% is a good relevancy score. I would recommend going from anywhere between 70 and 80%. Now you can see these terms that I have in here. This is a great way to get information on your LSA, your relevant terms. So it will also make suggestions to terms that you can add more of. So like, let's say we're trying to get, my focus keyword is Maui SEO, right? So because SEO is green, it's saying that I have a good relevance. There's an R percentage here, high relevance. And A is, what does that stand for? I'll have to pull that up real quick. Let me see here. Accuracy, I believe. So if you do a Google search for end topic R%, you get this hivedigital.com. This is a great resource that you can use to basically do what I'm doing. It'll walk you through setting up the tool, but basically the R% and the A%, those are the two metrics that you get, the recommended and the actual percent, or the word density of your content. So you want to make sure that you have your accuracy and your density in the green for whatever terms that you are trying to rank for. So the pink and the green are the highest term, or the best colors. If you're in the red, then those terms are not being indexed or ranked well, or you don't have enough of them in there. So what you can do to improve this, so let's say I wanted to rank more on this specific page about websites and design. If this is in the pink, what I would be doing is going through my content, and I would be adding some more keywords. I would add website, website, website in, and make sure to add it in your content so that it reads well. But if you have the word website 3 or 4 or 5 more times in your content, that's going to bring the ratio up. So you want to add website, you know, like let's say I just add it, I don't know, 6 times, right? And you can see here that I have a 0.80 R and a 0.14 accuracy. I update it because I've added the website in there, the word more. I update the score, and you'll see that my term websites, I actually added only the word website without the S. So I might need to do this again. But that will increase your score. That will bring your relevancy higher. So here's the next thing that I want you to do. I want you to go to your competitor, the guy in the #1 position, copy all of his content, paste it in here. Now you will see exactly all of the terms that he is ranking for and how relevant and how accurate his content is. So now what you will do is you will go and take your content and put it in a new window of this tool and plug it in, and you will put them side by side like this, and you will take, let's refresh this, and you will go through your content versus his content, and you will make sure that you have the same relevancy, if not better score than your #1 competitor, right? That way, when you have your content on your site and Google scrapes your site, you will see that your score will be higher for those terms. You want to do whatever they're doing and better. So that's how you would look at your competitor's website and then look at your website and make sure you have better content. Your keywords are more relevant. You have better LSA, and you can continue to bring these other terms that are not so accurate and so dense on your website, and you can start to bring them up, bring them higher, and make your website more relevant in the eyes of Google. So this is a video that's all about your on-page content, how to get it better than your #1 competitor. And you can have somebody write the content for you. You can have somebody go on like Upwork.com, have somebody that's a content creator. You can post a job looking for someone to write content, and then you can take that content, put it in here, and if it's not doing well against your #1 competitor, you can go ahead and add some of those terms and adjust the content to match your competitor. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. So if that helped you, please like and subscribe to this video. If you want to learn how I take this content and I create my headlines, because there are other pieces of on-page SEO, of course, there are a lot of other pieces. Having your content correct is only a small piece. It's the initial piece, but there's also information and strategy that I have that I want to share with you on how to make sure your content is read correctly. Because there is a way to, now that you have it on your website, you want to make sure Google is reading the most important parts, and that is also a big piece. So your headlines are extremely important. If you want me to continue with this training, like I said earlier, please let me know in the comments below. If I get enough comments, then I'll continue to put out more of this type of content. And with that, I hope to see you in the next video. If you guys like and subscribe, and let me know what you think again. And let me know if you have any SEO, on-page SEO topics that you want me to cover, because I will totally create those videos for you guys, because that's what I love doing. So with that, I'll talk to you later.